man.
And watch what you eat.
What happened to my video? Is my face showing up?
Hang on one sec. Let me get this loaded. It's loaded.
No, there we go. All right. Sean, you can't hear my AC in here, can you?
No, I can't.
Okay. You know, I got to keep the room cool. I got all the computer screens in here.
Yeah, I know. Get the bacon in there sometimes.
It gets a little warm sometimes.
Yeah, I used to run an AC in mine, and then I got these efficient screens and they don't heat up anymore, so it's very nice.
You need to send me the name of them for my new office.
Yeah. I don't know if they even make them anymore. They're made by ViewSonic. They're the 43-inch screens.
By who?
ViewSonic.
ViewSonic?
View. Yeah.
Yeah, like V.
Yeah. VIEW.
Yeah. I'm gonna write that down. I'll look it up. ViewSonic 42-inch.
40 should be 43.
43. And then what did you say they were?
They're 4K. And they're 43-inch screens. They're nice and cool.
All right. Are we ready?
We should be, I think. We can wait for a little bit to let a few more people in, see if a few more people join us. We got
Oh, I see some
let's see
people
here.
coming in here.
Yeah, we got about 3 people coming in so far.
Nice, Andrew, Sean. Cool.
A few weeks, these are going to get pretty large.
What's that?
I says in a couple of months, these are going to be pretty large. We're looking at trying to get 1,000 people on.
Yeah. We got to run this liquidity on NASDAQ. No screenshot me today. I'm not eating chicken.
I promise. Promise.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Victoria, Andrew, John, Mr. Price.
Hey, you guys.
Hello.
Look at that smile on Victoria. $1 million smile right there.
That's right. Help me get to the millions too to make the smile go with it.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody smiling. I just see your bug. I'm on the other side, I guess.
The thumbnail picture.
Yeah. We'll give it a few more minutes, guys.
While we're waiting, might as well introduce ourselves. So I'm Cordell and one of the co-founders of 7X, and been trading for a little over 20 years, I think it is. Love doing it, passion, do it every day. What I do for a living, full time. Plan on doing it for a lot longer. And really have gotten to the point in my life where I can, I can share what I've done with other people. And that's now becoming a real nice passion for me to be able to do that as well. So it's a little bit about me.
And my name is Daniel Kelly. They call me Superman Dan. I've been trading for just about the same distance, same long, just about as long as Cordell. I've gone through all the turmoils of up and downs, trading multiple accounts, big accounts. For the last 12, I'd say 13, almost 14 years now, 13 years, I've been a consistent, profitable trader. I've made over $2.5 million in this market. I consider myself a master trader, professional trader. I do this for a living. I teach live trading every single day in the morning. Sometimes it's a grind, sometimes it's a breeze. If you're in the trenches with me, it's a one some love game, right? We're either taking other people's money or they're taking ours. But again, most of the days we're green, but I love what I do. I pay my bills trading. I don't pay my bills any other way. And what I'm doing with 7X here is I'm giving back, right? We're giving back to traders that are coming in or want to learn how to be financially independent. This world's not getting any easier. So I've decided to start giving back to people that want to learn this and make money. So we're trying right now. I got people that are joining coming into 7X Futures. We are trying to I'm trying to teach them how to make $1 million. So, in 14 months or less. So, but that's what I'm doing on the future side. Go ahead, Sean.
All right. Hey, I'm Sean. I like the moniker London Show Sean. I have a problem. I am addicted to pound yen. And
That's right.
Pound yen.
GJ, GBP, JPY, the British pound versus the Japanese yen. I was introduced to trading through the venue that I don't know, 80% of people that I know was introduced through, which is IML, roughly about 6 years ago, late 2017. Boy, the world was great. Shortly about a year or so into my experience with them, I went through a little life change, little unofficial separation and whatnot. So I could not afford IML anymore. But I believe God, through a mutual friend, introduced me to Dan. This was late 2018. And I remember one of the first things I told him on the Zoom. I think it was me, him, the guy who introduced me to him was Alan. Name was Alan. I said, "Hey man, if you can trade, I want you to get me in a German 30 trade right now. Let's go." He said, "All right, German 30, huh?" So he pulled up the chart and took a few minutes. He said, "All right, strike." I struck and $100. And that was the $100 I guess I used to join his group. And from then on, it was history, baby. I was then introduced to Cordell shortly after. And then everything else fell into place, and everyone else that's involved in 7X as well. And it has been such a humbling experience to go from jumping on instructor after instructor after instructor's Zoom, trying to grasp this thing called trading and how it could be profitable and change my life and things like that, to now being a part of and being invited to a platform with these individuals. It is such a humbling experience, and I cannot wait to continue the strategy that Dan has taught me with my favorite pair. And Dan, I just noticed something. I met you in 2018. It took you to 2020 to teach me about the London breakout. Come on, man. No, I'm joking, but but yeah, I've been running London breakouts.
Hey, you can say it, right? It's taking you from this small to this big. You've changed your life 4 times. You've moved. You got in houses. You bought a Mercedes. I mean, come on. I know that's all materialistic, but I'm just saying you have gone from here to here. And that's what it's all about, right? It's all about increasing your lifestyle, giving that financial freedom, and being able to move forward and do what you want in life. And that's what this is all about, right? We're taught 40 years, 40, what is it? Work 40 hours per week for 40 years.
40 years.
For 40% of the money that you paid in, right?
Mhm.
That is what we're taught, right? And that is not the lifestyle to have. You don't want to retire at 65. You want to do it now, and you want to work yourself into retirement by 65 with plenty of money on your side. So I get it, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know, and now I'm continuing to develop more stuff. And man, like it's crazy. Like the new bot, right? Did $1,900 today, did $22,000 the day before. Did over $1,000 the day before. I mean, it's taking off, right? Everybody.
Wait. What bot are you talking about? Is that on another platform?
No, that's the 13-1 Batman.
I know I'm leading you into, showing you
I got to meet with 2 other people tonight to load their chart. So when we get off, you can get on.
yeah.
So,
All right. For people who don't know what he's referring to, the Ninja Trader platform, which he introduced me to back in 2021. But I wasn't ready to migrate just yet. But I started hitting it hard January of this year, and so yeah, he's going to be going over his course. It is amazing.
Yeah. So the other thing too, Sean, is I'm in the process of now trying to develop that on TradingView and MT4. So once I get all the perimeters built and the candlesticks built for MT4, it will be available for you guys on your side. So, it's up and coming. All right, we ready to get started, Cordell? What do you think? We got quite a few people in here. I can't hear you on mute, brother.
Yeah.
Man. We got the old man muted.
The old man. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and get going. We'll get going on this.
All right, guys, last week I wanted to take you guys into the platform. I couldn't get it loaded in time, and we kind of ran out of time. So this time I'm going to take you into the platform. I'm going to show you behind the scenes. If you're not a member, you'll get to see this. If you are a member, this is kind of your back office, right? You kind of get to know. But I'm just going to bounce around and show you a few products that we go through. First one right now where I'm at, it says, welcome to 7X Futures Community. Now, this is a community in general. It doesn't matter if you're a member or not. You can come here and join this, and you can interact with us live. You can, all of us, all the members, you can interact with Cordell, you can interact with myself, and of course, Sean, and of course, anybody in the back office is right here. So if you wanted to join, you could, find out how to join through here, or there should be a link somewhere at the end of this that you can click on. This is epic, guys. This platform was built by traders, okay? Built by traders for traders. This isn't something that's out in the left field. They put a lot of time into this platform. All right.
Can I chime in here for just a sec?
Sure.
So going forward in this industry, if you don't belong to a community, there's a good chance that you're not going to make it. Everything that's going to be coming down the pike, you really need to belong to a community in order to be able to be successful in this business, because you're going to need a lot of help from other people. Because me, Dan, Sean, we will not be able to address the needs of everyone. And there's going to be people in that community who are going to be able to help you out. And that's why you need to be part of a community. So what Dan's showing you right now is the free section of our community. And we have paid sections for each one of our products. But this is really important that you listen to him, because he's going to tell you, you can just go to www.7xinvestors.com and get a free membership and join our community. That's the number one thing that you should do if you're not a member of the community yet. But he's going to go through and explain how this all works. So Dan, go for it.
Yep. So just to reiterate what he said is, as far as having a mentor or a coach or belonging to a community, why it's so important, guys, I will break this down real quick and real simple. If you are new to trading, that's great. You will be taught, you'll go through the downfalls, and we'll be able to be there to pick you up and move you from level to level to level, because it's all a mindset. It's all psychological. Learning trading is very easy. For everybody that's been trading for a long time, you're probably failing because there's a few key components that you're missing. We will teach you those key components. Order flow, order block, direction, the swings, inner swings, out swings, whatever it is, we will teach you, and you will rinse and repeat. You will learn this over and over and over and over. But that's the easy part, right? That's the easy part. My bot just took a trade. That's the easy part. So the hard part is this. You got different levels that you're going to go through in life and in your trading career. What do I mean by level? Oh, when you hit $100,000 and maybe it was smooth for you to get there, all of a sudden you got that mindset that you're untouchable, and then all of a sudden you start losing, and then you get locked into this mindset that everything you're doing is not working, or you run into FOMO, you run into this issue. We are there to help you get through it. And the bot just went. Sorry about that. I just love it, right? Anyway, so every time you hit a milestone in your account, you go through these turmoils in your mind, whether it's FOMO, anxiety, greed, just all kinds of different things, right? And we go through and we coach you through those to help you get to the next level. Once you break that level, you're kind of free floating until you hit that next level. Once you get that next level, your mindset comes back in. You think you got a lot of money when in fact you don't. But, going through this and picking it apart, that's what we do, guys. We help you go from level to level. Now, with that being said, I had a mentor growing up. I did, my father. I also had a mentor and a coach training me from a bank that trades the way I trade. And then Cordell has had a coach and a mentor in his life. Everybody that I know, every multimillionaire in this world that I know that's in this space that is trading, has some kind of mentor and belongs to some kind of community of multiple millionaires, right? And the reason why is because we congregate, we feed off each other, we pick markets apart. So with that being said, that's what this community right here is about. Now let's jump into this. All right, guys, so this is free, right? It says, welcome to 7X Investors. You're able to come in here and chat, and you're able to come in here and post. Now, this is ugly, right? He lost $3,000 in 3 accounts, and that was today. He posted this 3 hours ago. This is hard, guys. Today, the market was hard, right? If you're looking for longs, it went short, and you got inner swings and outer swings, and then we had PMI come out. We had a lot of different things. So a little red day for him, but he's been making plenty of money, right? So people post their wins in here. This is me. I lost $4,000 in 1 account today. I had an issue with a copier. It just kept copying trades in 1 account, and I could not stop it. So I just let it go, and it is what it is. Now, these are PA accounts. This is an Apex account that I'm trying to pass that now is $2,000 from being failed. So Cordell, again, we go in here, we chat, we talk, we post winnings, we post everything in here, right? This is Irwin 11 hours ago. This was from live trading this morning. This is a chat group. People, am I in the chat group or am I in the results? I'm sorry, I'm in there. So we post this so everybody can see. David was trading this morning with us live. This is one trade he got in with 5 contracts running down, one and done trade, right? All right, we're going to go into our next one. This is our member area. You can put yourself picture here. You know, a lot of people have them, a lot of people don't, but these are all members, right? So you're able to share your mug if you want to. I haven't found a picture I like yet, so I haven't put one on there. And then we got courses, right? You got the Alpha Trader. That's what Cordell runs. He runs the CFD. He trades CFDs. He trades Forex. He trades short-term trades and long-term trades, right? He does swing trades and intraday trades and intro morning trades. So he comes on and he does, you know, short-term trades to get money now, and then he does the long-term trades as well. So that could be an hour, 2 hour, it could be a day or a month. London Breakout, of course, that's Sean. Sean posts his signals, right? Very, very easy. You wake up in the morning, you look for that signal. It's the same time, same place every single day. And you're either going in to make 50 pips or you're going to lose 50 pips. It's 1-to-1 ratio. And guys, if you don't have time to trade and you work a full-time job, we understand it. That's why Sean does what he does, right? He doesn't work full-time. He comes and trades with me in futures every morning. So he does London, goes back to sleep, wakes up, and he comes in and trades futures with me every single morning. But again, very successful. If you don't have time to trade, whoops. Now that wasn't supposed to happen. Let me bring this back up. All right. I need to move this out of the way so I can see. And then you got 7X Futures course, of course, that is with me. Again, I trade every day from 5:30 in the morning to 9 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Every morning live. What I do live, I do teach on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights between 6 and 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. What I do when I teach, I also do why we trade. And why I'm teaching, if a trade sets up, sometimes we get to make money while I'm teaching, right? What do I teach in that room? I go over order flow, we go over order blocks, we go over direction, we teach fibs, risk management, mindset. I mean, the whole shebang, right? There's only 4 key components you need to know to trade in this market. All right, let's keep going, guys. So that is the courses. This is what's offered, right? So we go down here to the community. You can see weekly outlook. This is Cordell. He posts his weekly outlook of certain instruments every single day, every single week. So he can show you what he's expected, right? Long term, whether we're going up, are we bullish, are we bearish in this market? Are we long on the daily chart, long on the hour chart, long on the 4-hour chart, or do we got a mixed bag between the 3 and you're going to look for pullbacks before you go long? He posts everything live right here so you can come in and look. He covers, I think, about 4 or 5 instruments in these. Am I right, Cordell, on that? Yeah, 4 or 5 instruments on each one of these. If you're in his class or in his course, he will then, he will help you and direct you, and he'll put you in the right spot. I promise you that. All right, we're going to go to live training schedule. This live training schedule is not up right now, but this is the live trading schedule that's here is in everybody's individual group. So you'll get to see that. Recorded trainings, of course, they're here. This is in the community itself. You can ask questions in this section. Of course, there's no questions asked because they usually ask them in our chat group. You get to share your wins so everybody gets to see them, right? And as we scroll through, we can see that everybody's been posting. Bot just took another trade. All right. A lot of green days in here and a few struggling here and there, but we work through them, right? Why do we post losing trades, right? Look, Cordell posted one too. I'm not just the only one. He posted one here too. But here's the thing, guys. This is trading. And we are taught at a young age that losing is bad. Losing in baseball, losing in football, losing in basketball, whatever you do, losing is bad. In the trading world, losing is part of winning. You have to lose to win. And keeping your losses small and keeping your winners big is how you overcome those losses, right? We're not going to the championship. We're not going to the next game. We are working with that small loss. If I lose today and I wake up tomorrow, that loss is gone. It's not even in my brain. It doesn't matter anymore, right? That loss is over. Today is a new game. Today is a new play. And I look for my plays and I play. And eventually today and the next day, made my losses back and I'm back in profit, right? because they've been small. So that's a big part of it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to run through this really fast. We post our wins, our good, our ugly, and our bad. I asked everybody that works in our membership area, right? My family, I call them my family. Everybody that's in my family, I asked them to post their wins and their losses. Why? Because we're held accountable for what we do, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. If you're continuing to have red days, then you need help. So we get to reach out to you and we say, hey, what's going on? Where's your mindset at? Let's have a chat. Let's go through this. Let's work through it, right? Let's look at your charts. Let's look at your order flow. Are you buying tops and selling and buying bottoms or selling bottoms? And what's going on? Are you going through the FOMO? Where are you at? We can look at your charts and tell you what's going on and where you're at in your mindset. And then we can tell you what to do to fix it, right? And then you're right back on the green wagon and you keep winning, right? All right, let's keep going, right? 7X chat. Now, this is the chat where everybody gets to talk about charts and trading. This is a real good area, right? News that comes out, who's doing what. So you get to talk with everybody here. And this is all free, guys. This is all free when you join, right? This is all free on the community side. Now, on the pay side, this is Alpha Trader. Same thing, right? Members' results. You get to go through them and look at all the results of trades and trade setups that Cordell is posting. And of course, members posting here, but I think they've been posting on the other side. Shout outs right here, 18 member shout outs. So Ty just passed what size account was this? 200,000? You're on mute. 25,000. So he just passed an MFF, my Forex funds. That's not good. Yeah. What's going on with them right now? But he just passed this and now they're shut down. But anyways, Alpha Core, this is his back office with all his training videos, right? For his course. Here's an advanced course. He's got his schedule here that tells you what he's doing and when he's doing it. So you're able to come in and trade with him live, or you're able to meet with him when he's in these areas. AT training, same thing. This is where you would join, right? You RSVP and then you can join, or you can just join without RSVP. If you RSVP, guys, an email will then be sent to you and you're able to click on the email without going into the website to join. You're able to click from your email and go directly into the live session. A Mind for Trading, again, he goes through, this is all psychological. He talks you through the mindset, where you're at, where you could be at, where you need to be at. I mean, the whole thing, there's a lot of different parts to this. I won't go into it, but mindset for trading. And then, of course, the ATM, the member chat here, where they post their talkings, their winnings, and whatnot. All right, we're going to move on. Wait a minute. For the Alpha, the AT, that's $248 a month. Is that right? Yeah, you're on mute, but okay, I can read your lips. 248.
249. 249 a month.
249. Okay, yeah. Sorry. All right, and then this is futures, guys. This is where I'm at, right? This is my space. We post all our results here. And again, as we go through, you can see that everybody has been pretty much on the winning side. This is Nathan Irwin. He's how old is he? He's 19 years old. Guys, I want to point this out. 19 years old, has been trading. He's tried other stuff, didn't like it. He's finally came in and picked this up with me, and he's made over $27,000 since he's been trading with me. He had a little rough time starting, but we got him on the right track. Now, these are steep drops, but he's still making money, and that's what this is about, right? All right, so we keep going, green, green, green. There's some more red. We had some bad days in here. But anyways, I don't want to show everybody's name and who's making what and doing what. But as you see, for the most days, everybody's posting green, right? And that's the big part, right? We come in and we hit our numbers and we go about our day. These are trades that we took. One contract, $1,100, right? You don't need to risk a lot of money to make money. You just need to be on the right side of the trade and understand where it's coming from, right? All right, let's keep going. Futures course, I got... people have completed it. They're working on it. That's just showing the percentages that's been done. This is my schedule, right? I told you 5:30 to 9 o'clock every morning, trading live with me. We help you set up your charts when you join. We help you go through all the key components that I teach. And then, of course, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we train at 6 to 7. Pit Live Trading, this is where you come in and you join the live sessions. Mastery, this is where I teach on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Challenge accounts, people post in their challenge accounts. Now, let me explain something here, okay? I didn't post in here. It's been 22 days because I've been posting in the wrong area. I posted right here in results up here. But anyways, challenge accounts. Guys, what you're able to do on a challenge account is you're able to buy multiple accounts with a broker, and you're able to trade across all those accounts for $100 or $200 a day. And if you got 2 accounts or 10 accounts or 5, let's just go 5 accounts, and you make $100 in one account, but they're linked together, that's a $500 day. And if you're making $500 a day in 15 to 20 minutes or an hour, or maybe it takes 2 hours to get it, you're making somebody's full-time monthly pay each day that you work doing what we're doing, right? Because $500 a day at 5 times a week is $2,500. That is a pretty good chunk of
Target
change.
filled.
Bot takes it. Oh, it just won another trade. All right. Anyways, that's the new bot. That is the new bot that you hear. Anyway, all right, we're going to move on. This is the chat right here, guys, where we all talk. And if you're having problems logging in or whatever the case may be, I have this up in the morning. You also have direct contact me via email or phone. So you can text me or Telegram or Discord, right? I have it up. So being a message comes up, I respond to you and we move forward. So that's 7X Futures. That's also $248 a month. But the value in it, you're gonna succeed anything you've ever experienced.
249.
249. I don't know why I keep saying 240. I don't even know the price. I trade for a living, young man. All right. Here's London Breakout. Again, same thing, breakout overview. This is his video that gives you an overview of the area. You got lumber, you got the member results. So Sean, this is, you posted on, what is this?
Well, this was 11 days ago prior to the holiday. And then we gave, a few days break for the holiday or whatnot.
Gotcha. All right. So this is just showing you, deposit $600 and making $50, right? On this. Here's another one, making a few dollars, right? He's basically catering to people that don't have a lot of money, that don't have a lot of time. And he's trying to teach them the right risk management, right process of waking up, putting it in a trade. Just because it's 50 points doesn't mean you need to risk a lot of money, right? You go list $1 and make $50 a night, right? You either make $50 or lose $50. This is kind of for the working person that doesn't have a lot of time, that needs to make a little bit of money. And if you have a bigger account, you're going to risk 1% to 3% of your account, and you can make more than $50 a night. Anyways, London Breakout, a little bit of what he does. The signals, right? This is how how he posts them. He gives you your take profit, your stop loss, and your entry price. So you automatically would enter these into your phone from your bed. I used to run this, so I know. You can wake up in the morning and run it from your phone and set it down on the bed and go right back to sleep, right? Set it up 5 minutes before you get it, put it in, and go to bed. Wake up in the morning, you're either richer or you lost 50 points, right? Or you have 50 pips. And over, he does it every morning, right? So you're able to see these, right? And again, of course, the chat where everybody talks. He's got a phone group that he deals with on his phone. So there's not a whole lot of chat in here right now, but he talks to a lot of people on his phone. Am I right on that? Yeah. Right, Sean?
Yeah, I'm really known on Telegram. So I'm getting a lot of people acclimated from Telegram over.
Yeah, he's trying to get everybody to stop messaging him on the phone and start messaging here, but it's kind of hard to do at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's on their phone. They don't want to go to the computer. So, hey, I understand it. I get it, right? And then last but not least, 7X now has put a 7X partner affiliate program together. And Cordell is kicking that off on the 7X Forex side. He's going to be pushing this pretty good. They got funnels. They got this is a whole nother episode of YouTube, but I just want to say that they built this beautiful back office for 7X partners for the affiliate side. If anybody wants to come in on affiliate, to earn and learn and, make money, and you want to bring in your family members or whatever the case may be, you're able to come in here and join in the partner program and be a partner with 7X, and you can make some extra cash that way. Outside of that, guys, that is the back office. I hope everybody got a little bit of taste of what's going on here. And with that being said, I will turn this back over to you, Cordell. You got to take yourself off mute.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
I sound like a radio host or a weather person, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, let me fill up the ditch and make it look deep, like there's a lot of water and people are walking on the street normal. All right, guys.
Okay, so I just want to a little bit about that affiliate program or the partner program. That's for everyone. You don't even have to be a part of one of the classes. You can do it as a free member, and we pay generously for that. I mean, as a company, we don't really make a lot, but we pay 35% of whatever that charge is a month, and you get that monthly reoccurring if you bring someone in underneath your affiliate link to one of our programs. So if you sign someone up into futures, and that's $249, you get 35% of that, which is $87 every single month. You multiply that by bringing in 100 members, that's $87 every month. You multiply that by 100, that's $8,700 every month that you could be making.
Did you say 35%?
35%.
Wow, that's huge.
You don't get that out there.
Wow.
We did that because we wanted to find a way, as you're learning to trade and paying for your mentorship, that you could afford it. All you need is to bring in 3 people, and it pays for your mentorship every month. Anything after that is just gravy, and you can put that towards your trading. So we've wanted to find a way to make it affordable. So we pay pretty generously. So that's, and what we're doing is we're developing all the ways to where you can advertise, and we have all the funnels and stuff will be built for you in the future. That's the development of this program. We don't have it completed yet, but it's getting there, and it's going to really help a lot of people to be able to afford to learn how to trade. Because I'll tell you something, trading can get expensive because some people learn fast, some people learn slow. And for those who are not as fast as developing their habits, they take more time, they're going to need more money. And this is the way they can get it. So pretty cool. So
I got a question for you, Cordell. So it's not like a tier, right? It's not like you're making money from everybody else. It's just, and there's no chairman, there's none of that stuff like all these other, it's not a pyramid scheme. It's not none of that, right?
It's just
if you sign somebody up and you're a partner, you get 35% of their membership every month, right?
That's it.
Okay. I just want to be clear to make sure everybody understands, and I understand. So, okay.
Yeah. And we're going to help you do that as plug and play possible as we can, so that you don't have to learn everything about advertising stuff. It's all done for you, and you can just go out there and promote it. So it's going to be pretty spectacular when we complete the entire project. But if you got any friends that you want to introduce to this, it's a great thing to do. Okay, now we're going to get into the learning section. Now, Dan knows this. I'm a why guy. I want to know why things are working the way they're working. I want to know why either the NASDAQ is going up or down, or the pound yen is going up or down. I need to know why.
I can tell you why. You're looking at counterparts.
So one of the things that fills in the why is an index called the Dixie. Okay, now understand that this is not a perfect measurement of the dollar. Okay, there's other measurements that are a lot more accurate, but it's good enough for us to use as traders. And I'm going to explain about it and why it works. Now I'm going to explain how it works first, and it's real simple. Okay, when dollar is getting stronger, or when this chart is moving up, generally speaking, equities are moving down, like the NASDAQ, the S&P, they're moving down. And if you're trading currency, something like the euro dollar or the pound dollar is moving down and the dollar yen is moving up. Another way to look at this is when this chart is moving up, and I'm not going to explain these terms today, we're in a risk-off market. When it's moving down, we're in a risk-on market, okay? Now, those are how you use this chart to help you trade. So if I see that the dollar, or the Dixie is what we call it, is moving up, meaning getting stronger, what does that tell me the kind of day I'm going to have in the NASDAQ? It tells me I'm going to have a day where I'm going to be looking for pullbacks to go short, and vice versa. If this is moving down, like here, I'm going to be looking for days. I'm going to be looking that day for the opportunity on pullbacks to go long or to the upside in that index, okay? And that's really a basic way of using the Dixie. Now I'm going to get into the why, and I'm going to keep this as simplistic as possible, but it helps. I like the why because it's like when you're trading, you got the bare bones, meaning you're looking at all the things on your charts and maybe the order flow and stuff. That's why I call the bare bones. The meat on the bones is the why. I'm going to explain something to you, okay? And this is going to kind of take away some of the perceptions that you've been taught out there that the Fed prints money and we have inflation because the Fed is printing money, and that's a falsehood, okay? And I'll tell you the reason why. So we have $2 currencies. The first dollar currency is the onshore currency. That's where, you know, the Fed may put some money in reserves for banks at the Fed bank. They don't inject it into the market. The injection comes mainly through the Treasury and through lending. And then we have the global or offshore dollar, which is called the euro dollar. And basically, as you understand it, the dollar is the reserve currency of the world. However, that reserve currency doesn't come from the domestic dollar. It comes from the offshore dollar, mega banks that create many dollars offshore to be able to fuel the global monetary system. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, I'm going to give you an example here. So say you have a construction company over in Singapore, and they need to buy some Cat tractors and some earth movers and things like that from Cat. But they need a $75 million loan to do that. And it has to be in dollars because Cat is not accepting yuan. And so they're going to, or Singapore dollars. So they're going to have to get a loan in dollars. What happens is the bank they go to in Singapore, they go to apply. The bank in Singapore then goes to the bank in the Cayman Islands, and they say, we need $75 million to fund this corporation buying this equipment. What happens is that bank in the Caymans will say, do you have any collateral? And the bank in Singapore will say yes, and it's US Treasuries. So they'll pledge US Treasuries towards that loan as collateral. The bank will lend, the bank in Cayman Islands will lend that money to the bank in Singapore, and the bank in Singapore will then lend it to that business owner to get his construction equipment. The business owner will take that money and he will give it to Cat, and Cat will give him the construction equipment. That is called the euro dollar system. So most of the creation of dollars happens through lending in this system, and it happens with global banks, not the Fed. The Fed is a reserve bank, meaning that it doesn't directly, in a sense, inject money into the monetary system. It sets it in an account for banks at the Federal Reserve. So that is reserve. That's why it's called the Federal Reserve. Those are reserve accounts that hold a fictitious amount of dollars, which the bank can then pledge against. So they are never usually spent in the open markets. Most of the dollars created in the world are created through lending, through global banks. Now, if the scenario of where the Fed is printing money and there's tons of dollars, which is causing inflation, would be the case, then the currency or the dollar would be weak. Why is it going up? And that is where we get to understand markets. It's going up because there is a lack of dollars in the system. The Global Monetary Bank says that there is a lack of about $20 trillion in the system, meaning we are short $20 trillion in the system. So when we have the dollar rise like this, because there's not enough of it and it becomes scarce, what happens is liquidity, which is what is the livelihood and the juice of markets going up, begins to contract. So when you have liquidity contracting, guess what? You have asset prices collapsing. And what we can derive from this is that when dollar index starts to rise, it's not because the dollar is strong because it's, it's an all-powerful dollar. It's rising because there is a lack of dollars in the European or the euro dollar system. And when we have a lack of dollars in the euro dollar system, bad things begin to happen because we don't have, that means banks have stopped lending. That means people who have taken out loans in dollars, now it's more expensive for them to pay those loans back. So now instead of spending money on more equipment for their business, they're spending all their money on paying their loans back in dollars because dollar is rising in price. It's like if you took out a mortgage and today it's 5%, the next day it would be 7 or 8%. That would put a kink in your budget. And that's what happens on the global marketplace. Plus, countries need dollars. They reserve dollars in their spending to pay for things because dollars are mostly accepted around the globe. So you've heard of this new thing coming out where the Chinese and Soviet, the BRICS, everyone, they're trying to, in the BRICS, form a currency. That's going to be very hard to do because they don't have a standardized mechanism for the currency. A currency is a unit of exchange and it's needs to be measurable, and they don't have that. They don't have a country in that BRICS that can produce that currency. I don't think they really want that. But what's happening in China, the reason why you're seeing all these collapses and why China is starting to sell their bonds is because they're running out of dollars. And when countries run out of dollars in their current account, bad things happen. And we're heading towards that. And that's why the DXY is so important to keep an eye on, because the farther the DXY goes to the upside, so if we paint a picture here, if the DXY continues to climb up, that means dollars get more and more expensive. And if they get more and more expensive, the liquidity in the markets begins to dry out. And when that dries up, that means that markets, the indexes like the NASDAQ, the Dow, the S&P are going to start to contract. And that's why it's so important to understand the dollar, this chart here that I'm showing you, and how it functions in your trading. So before I go on here, we're kind of a little short on time tonight, but is there any questions with the information I've given you here tonight? I will answer any questions you have. You can speak, raise your hand. If you'd like to see some examples, I can show you.
It may sound a little gibberish to some people that don't know what you're talking about exactly.
Yeah.
Real quick, when you said moving up, that was risk off or risk on?
So when it moves up, it's risk off.
Okay, got it right.
Okay.
When it moves down, it's risk on.
So,
Got it.
so let me do an overlay here of the S&P. Do you see something there? The S&P is in this yellow and white bars, and the dollar index is in this. Does anyone see a pattern there?
It kind of mirrors each other, doesn't it? Right?
Yeah, in the
So
opposite
it's
direction.
exactly
Yeah,
opposite.
opposites.
NASDAQ is the same way.
That's right. NASDAQ's the same way. Okay. I promise you, 90% of the traders out there don't know this.
Well, sometimes they move, they correlate with each other sometimes when you got news events or they both have the same measured move that they have to finish before one will break opposite of each other. But for the most part, they're opposite, but sometimes they move together.
Yeah. So most traders don't know this. You've now gotten a peek into just a little bit understanding of what we teach in here and how it works. So you see this right here. You see how it goes? Amazing, isn't it? So if you can predict, sometimes we get in, let's say we're trading the S&P a lot and we get in kind of a funk where we don't know what's going on. What we can do is we can switch over and look at the dollar, and sometimes having that switch will give us a clear picture of what's about to happen. And
Like-
that's
Like this right here.
That's right. And that can help us through getting out of that mind funk. Okay. That can help us through that. All right.
Smaller time frame, the dollar's selling off right now and NASDAQ's going up.
Yep. That's exactly right.
NASDAQ's due for a pullback. So
Correct. And so does anyone have, okay, so we had one question. Is there any other questions on this? Be happy to answer or on anything about trading.
No questions, but I just want to say thanks for the great information.
Sure. All right. Okay, Sean, you've got 5 minutes. Can you do it in 5 minutes, or do you want to save it for next time?
Well, I can do it in 5 minutes and then give it a little bit of next time as well.
Okay.
All right, and you guys know me. Well, we are setting up probably for a short for London. What's going to happen is we're probably going to come down into this support area, and then we'll probably waffle around a bit, which is what I would like to see. Because we waffle around a little bit, then London will produce that breakout from the consolidation. So I'm looking for a push down into this area, consolidate, and then push further down into this zone here, or break back up to meet the previous highs. And I didn't send out a sales signal last night for London, and yeah, I should always go by my strategies. And I'm human sometimes. My bias gets the best of me, and I only sent out a buy stop. And I tell you real quick, I have a bias for buying pound yen, because when this administration changed hands, pound yen changed courses, and it's been buying ever since the guy in office took over, or so-called, but whatever. Now, 50 pips will take you, 50 pips is so versatile. And I'm going to get into this next time. 50 pips, you can get one position, you can get two positions, you can get three positions. It's all about your comfortability. I can't tell you how to trade, but I'm always going to err on the side of caution. However, there are times where I see things in the market for London where I say, I am going to pound in. And that produces those nights where you take a $200 deposit and you're $800 the next day. You take a $30 deposit and you're $300 the next day. You take a $50 deposit and you're $350 the next day. And I really want to get into that next time. And trust me, you guys, I've been running this show, the London show, since January 2020, and I have used it to propel myself out of boring, normal suburban life to urban, sprawling life of Dunwoody and all types of other things. How much time I got left, Cordell? Or you're on mute.
2 minutes.
Okay, and thank you. So, the things that you can do with 50 pips can range from $25 a day for this insanely high gas that unfortunately, man, I don't see getting any better anytime soon. Hopefully I'm wrong. I love being wrong about the gas. You can use it for help with daycare. You can use it for help with insane prices of food right now. And that's just one position. When we get into multiple positions, we can get into multiple possible bill pays. I say possible because, you know, FCC and all that stuff. So yeah, the pips is what we're going to concentrate on. And we've always been concentrating on 50 pips, same time, same pair, same strategy, same goal. You don't need anything else. If that's you are on the go, that is. But we have insanely great other platforms here for other traders of other needs, and love you guys for that.
Okay, thanks, Sean. Okay, everyone, that pretty much concludes this week's training and overview of our services. Again, if you have any questions, you can always put them in the chat here, or if you're not a free member, join and put them in the chat in the free section. We will answer those questions. We scan those each day to make sure that we have everyone's concerns addressed. And if you have, most of all, if you have a question about trading, let us know, because we can go ahead and answer that for you. And that's what we're here for. You got some good people here that want to help you succeed. Dan's one of the best futures traders I've seen. I really will work hard to help you through the other side of the Forex side and CFDs. Sean, he's coming into his own and he's growing as well. So we just want to say thank you for being here tonight. And we will be here next week to give you some more information and some more understanding about the markets. We'll see you next week.